everyone. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I know you are because you're watching Nate Flows. So welcome to level 4 of hip adduction, right? Bringing the hip joints together towards our midline. So no equipment for today's class. This is a full class. So we're going to be doing Bird of Paradise, Warrior 3, Dragon Squats, and then getting real deep into our hamstrings and adductors and our active static flexibility. So Bird of Paradise. So we've been working on in levels 1, 2, and 3, right? Opening the hip, extending, yada yada. So now what's going to happen is similar to our tortoise pose, where you get underneath here and you wrap the socket underneath the knee joint on top of the shoulders. So now we're going to do that in a single leg manner, but in a standing position. So as I come into my Bird of Paradise, I'm going to come and I'm going to bring the underneath knee, the right knee socket on top of my right shoulder. And then underneath, I'm going to bind behind my back, okay? And then I'm using my adductor strength to press through my toes. So I'm going to be pressing through my right toes, okay, bringing my leg above head as I'm squeezing the legs together. So let's just go for it. I'm going to cue you through. Okay, let's find our mountain pose here. Inhale, lift the right knee. Okay, hip flexion, come through. You're going to use your arms underneath the calf to bring the underneath knee joint on top of the shoulder. Go ahead and bind. Okay, let's see how limber I am. Go ahead and bind behind the lower back. You see that? I'm going to use my peace finger. So once you find that bind, you're going to press through the right toes and come up, and then all the way through, pressing through the left heel, posterior pelvic tilt, okay? And then bring the right foot in using your adductors, okay? Those are the cues. Let's go through it full, okay? Mountain, come in, knee comes above. The higher the knee is, the easier it's gonna be. Go ahead for your bind, press through. We're gonna come all the way up, and we're gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend, hip flexion, slowly release, come down to the center. So that's just pretty strenuous pose, guys. There's a lot going on. I'm continuously pressing, and it's an adduction that brings it through. Eventually, you can use the other hand to grab, but I haven't practiced that lately, so we're just gonna stick with this today. All right, mountain pose. Inhale, left knee comes up. The underneath knee joint comes on top of the shoulder, rolling that calf, grabbing through. Go for the bind behind the back, press through the right heel, posterior pelvic tilt, glutes engaged, lift, press through the left toes. Okay, shoulders are depressed. And we're gonna hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come down. Exhale, thread all the way out. Awesome, guys. That's your Bird of Paradise. Go ahead. I need to catch my Ujjayi. So relax the body, breathe in through the nose, expand the diaphragm. Exhale, feel the muscles relax, come down. We got a little crowd watching us here. Okay. Next, we're gonna go in our Warrior 3 and practice from Warrior 3 to airplane in full transition. So we'll fill it out. We'll do like 3 to 5. Let's start with the left leg. So breath is caught up. Find your mountain pose. Driving the heels down and back. Engage the quads. Hammies are active from the heels. Engage the glutes. Posterior pelvic tilt. Force compression. Shoulder depression. Active retraction. Okay. Neutral. Active retraction. Inhale, drive through the left heel continuously, locking your posterior pelvic tilt. Drive the right heel up towards the ceiling. Okay, core's compressed, shoulders are in depression. Let's start an airplane. Inhale, shoulder elevation, warrior three. Exhale, airplane. Sorry, I had to say one thing. So when you're in that motion, remember my strength and base comes from driving through the heel and locking my glutes in that posterior pelvic tilt. Sorry to disrupt the flow. Let's go ahead. Airplane. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, airplane. Let's do two more. Inhale, warrior three. Walk through, extend, elevate the shoulders. Exhale, depress the shoulders, airplane. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, airplane. Come back to standing. So you'll notice driving through the heel, engaging the quads for that external rotation, glutes and posterior pelvic tilt is going to allow you to build the strength and balance in warrior three airplane mode. Okay, mountain pose. Bam, heels, hammies, quads, glutes, posterior pelvic tilt, compression, depression, drive through the right heel, externally rotate the right knee with the quad activation. Glutes stay in posterior. Inhale, drive the left heel up towards the ceiling point through the left toes. Find your gaze. Inhale, elevate the shoulders, warrior three. Exhale, airplane. Three more. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, exhale, airplane. Keep your chain locked. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, flat depression. Inhale, shoulder elevation. Exhale, shoulder depression. Come down. Beautiful job, guys. Okay, we're going for the almighty dragon squat. So I'll be showing you different side angles with our dragon squat. But in essence, it's combining all the skills we've built up where I come down, thread through, and I'm going to extend this leg through as I engage my left quad to keep that knee externally rotated, and I sink the hips towards the ground. So you guys just follow with a set of three. I'm going to change angles just so you can see each angle. So I'm going to start facing towards you. Let's start with the left heel grounded and the right leg is going to thread through. So in our dragon squat, like I said, as I bend the knee, make sure the left quad stays active to keep the left knee externally rotated. Okay, so I'm going to bend down. I'm going to extend my right leg through. Okay, and now as I'm here, I'm going to lengthen both arms. So it's important that I drive through my left heel, lean, engage my quad, activate my adductors. Okay, let's go for a set of three. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, come through, extend and lift. Inhale, come up. Two more, different angle. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, come through. Inhale, back up. I'll show you this side. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, thread through, come down. And we're gonna hold this time for 5, 4, 3, 2, sink the shoulders if you want. 1, bend, press up. And also remember as you're bending, pressing up, that quad is staying strong to keep that knee externally rotated as we come up. Okay, shake the legs out, find your ujjayi. We're gonna do the right leg for 3. Same thing, I'll show you each different angle. Relax the jaw, feel the breath, the diaphragm, heart, lungs. Body connecting as one as we move. Mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, lift the leg. We're gonna thread it through, pressing the knee on the outside of the shin as we extend. Okay, drop the hips, extend the arms, bend the knee, come up. See how that knee stayed externally rotated. Mountain pose. Exhale, come down, bend the knee, drop the hips, and come up. Last time. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, thread through. Hold. 4, 3, drop the hips. 2, 1, bend the left knee, press out. Awesome job, guys. That's all we have for strength. Beautiful job on the hip adduction nape flows. So for our active static stretching, we are gonna come into a tortoise pose like we did in level 3, but now we're gonna bind just like we did in Bird of Paradise around the lower back. So we'll do it twice. Same thing, I'll show you each angle. So we're gonna come to the part where I come into hip flexion, and then you're gonna bring the underneath knee joints on top of the shoulders. Here we go, level 3. Watch level 3 if you haven't yet, because I do a pretty good job, I think, of how to get into it. So bend down, grab, use the calves. We're gonna roll onto the shoulders, right? So I'm squeezing my thighs against my shoulders and neck to adduct, to keep them in, right? So now ground the hands, waddle the heels forward, walk back, ground your birthday cake. And now I'm gonna bring, sorry, I was stuck on the mat. I'm gonna bring the heels through, and actually I'm doing bring it through, and while my knees are bent, I'm gonna press my elbows up towards the ceiling like so, adducting my legs. And this is what's gonna allow me to go for the grab. So once you're in your grab, I'll show you guys a side angle. We'll go through. So right now, think about what hand's on top, your left or right, and which is on bottom, because when you go for the second round, you're gonna switch your grip. So I'm locked through, press through my heels, okay? And now anterior pelvic tilt, core is tight. Depress your shoulders as you continuously press through your heels. Shoulders are grounded. We're gonna hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tuck the chin, bend the knees, unwind your grip, internal rotation of the shoulders, come back up. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this the second time. Okay. So pay attention to how I find the bind here, okay guys? So I'm coming to a standing, hip flexion, rolling the knees on top of the shoulders, squeezing them together, right? That thigh strength is what's gonna get you here. Ground the hands, okay, walk the heels through, ground the glutes, waddle the knees, the heels a little bit forward. With the knees bent, I'm gonna drive, pressing away from the earth, drive my elbows towards the ceiling. I'm gonna lean, flip your grip here. I'm gonna go for the grab, okay? So once I'm in my link, I'm gonna walk the heels forward, press through the heels, anterior pelvic tilt, lift the chin, core tight, shoulder depression, go through your kinetic chain, inhale, exhale, press. This is what it looks like from the side, guys. And we're gonna go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tuck the chin, bring the heels back, exhale, let go of your grip, internally rotate the hands in, and slowly press up. Okay. Pose number 2, guillotine pose. So we did the twist and the wide-legged forward fold to help lengthen that fascia to get into this one. 2 rounds, we're going to be binding behind the lumbar back again, so flip the grip each time. I'll show you, excuse me, I'm burping a lot. I'll show you, just like the tortoise, this way, and then a side. Actually, I might just show you double side. Now let's do one side. So, just like the tortoise pose, we're gonna bring these the back of the knees on top of the shoulders. The better you get at this, the better you'll be able to get into the deep adductor and hamstring. So, hip flexion, roll the knees onto the shoulders, squeezing the thighs together, roll, waddle the legs out a little bit. From here, I'm gonna bend the knees, once again, drive the elbows towards the sky, and go for my bind. I have to bring my legs a little bit closer here. Okay. I have my bind, almost. Sorry. Here we go. Bind. Okay, press through the heels, walk them out, and now you're finding a deep hip flexion. So I'm straightening my legs by driving through my heels, and then I bring my chin up towards the ceiling. Let's see if I can waddle around to show you this. Okay, I'm pretty impressed I just did that. So press through here. I'm using my shoulders against my thighs to extend and press through. I'm looking up at the ceiling, using my toes for balance, extending the legs as I continuously drive for the heels for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bend the knees, unwind, slowly come out. So if you ever want to be a clown at a party, I would highly recommend that pose. Maybe you can get yourself a free drink or something like that. I've never tried it, but it might work out for you. So just, a little Nate Flows tip. We're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna flip our grip. I like to use my peace fingers if you can't get the whole hand. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like from the side. All right, so let's come to a standing. So once again, we're coming into that same thing like we do in guillotine and tortoise pose. Okay, we're bending the knees to bring the back knee joint on top of the shoulders and squeezing my adduction together to keep them there. So let's come into hip flexion. Bring the knees by rolling them on top. Waddle out. Go ahead. Drive the hips down. Elbows up. Go for your grab here. Okay. Press through the heels. Tuck the chin. Engage the quads. Lengthen through. We're gonna go for 6, 5, 4, 3. Use your shoulders. 2, 1. Inhale. Bend the knees. Lift the chin. Exhale. Unwind. Round through. Go ahead and come all the way down on your butt, guys. So we're gonna do the tensor fascia latte, not the Starbucks version, the yogi version, and no strap this time. We're gonna grab the big toes and go all the way through. So engage your glutes, posterior pelvic tilt, core compression, shoulder depression, and retraction. All right, you can feel my hair is pretty messed up here. It's okay. Let's start with the right leg. So inhale, bring the knee towards the chest. You're gonna grab the outside of the right foot with the left hand. Exhale, extend through. Drive through the left heel. Right shoulder stays grounded. Okay? Now bring your chin towards the right side as you bring the right foot towards the left side. Engage the right lat. Good, guys. So let's try to soften your breath here. Keep the muscles active. This is our last pose, so we're really gonna tune in. Let's go for 6 breaths. Driving through the left heel, pressing through the right leg. Both lats are depressed. Right shoulder's grounded. Feel your body strong, your breath steady. Your heart is in coherence. And this moment is perfect. Right here, right now, just the way you are. Inhale, bring the chin to neutral. Exhale, bring it up, bend the knee, and come down. Let's take one normal Ujjayi breath here. Inhale through the nose, expand the diaphragm. Exhale, give the body a little shake. Good. Let's bring the muscle back into focus. Inhale, bring the left knee. Grab the outside of the left foot with the right hand. Exhale, press through. Ground the left shoulder. Bring the chin over towards the left shoulder. Hold the left foot over towards the right side. Guys, as we open up our side legs here, let's bring a little moment of gratitude. I'd like you to close your eyes, just take a breath into your heart, and just think of one thing you're grateful for in this moment. Good. As you exhale, breathe that out into the world, into the universe, and then take a new breath of fresh air. We have 3 more. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend the knee, let go, extend. Meet me in a seated position. Beautiful people, thank you so much for watching level 4 of hip adduction of Nate Flows. I want to thank you guys again for your support and for you supporting me, and also for spreading the word of Nate Flows. My job is to help as many people as I can through their bodies. That's what my heart's purpose is to help people explore and find their own bodies. And I think a good way to do that is through breath and movement. Namaste.